Hey guys, how you guys doing? This is Sergio. I'm the Hispanic influencer with 1111 Media, and today I'm gonna talk to you guys about. Right now I'm recording this video in September, so you guys know what is about to happen. The last quarter is coming, and all our excuses will come up for us as business owners, trying to slow down, get our vacation together, a vacation time, and we create our own excuses, and we create our own excuses, and we make them a reality. So I want to talk to you guys about, as if you guys can. I'm sure you're not gonna rely in some of those and trying to avoid them, so we can keep growing our businesses. Number one, this is what is about to happen, and all the salesperson is gonna relate to this. Yes, I'm interested. The first excuse that you are about to hear yourself. If you find yourself telling you this, be aware, because you sabotaging your business. Number one, I'll do it next year. That's right. We I don't know how, but we create this excuse in order to postpone what we had to do, or have an excuse to take vacation because it's gonna be slow. No worries, I'm gonna do it in January. But in fact, we know that everything that we plan for our business takes time. So the fourth quarter should be planning for your business, so you can start next year more prepared, talking about improvement in your inventory, improvement in your marketing, improvement in your advertising, improvement in your HR department, whatever you have to improve. Fourth quarter is great to do that. As a marketing agency, we plan all our media buying the fourth quarter again. Oh my God, I have my report, the 3-quarter reports in my mind. So that is the first excuse that you're gonna start hearing from yourself. I'll do. Everyone thinks like that. So I tell my clients, man, this is the best season to advertise because everyone slows down, everyone's retreat, everyone's gets relaxed. And you have the entire media for you. Let them take vacations. Instead, sharing the marketing, the advertising outlets, you have for your own. So if you guys want to advertise, fourth quarter is the best. Because instead reaching 1,000 people from 100,000, now you're gonna reach 5,000 people from those 100,000. So that's the first excuse. Avoid it as much as you can. Use the fourth quarter as a planning, and of course, if your best season is fourth quarter, go aggressive. The second excuse that you guys gonna hear from you say is don't need it. You guys think, or we think, that we don't need things, that we don't need to grow the business, that we don't need improve for accounting, that we don't improve for tax planning, or we don't need to improve our advertising or marketing. Yet we need it. We have to keep moving forward every single day. Something that I noticed in the legal field is they making 10, 15 millions, and they think that is gonna stay forever because of the refers. Man, there's I don't know how many attorneys graduate every year, but they come in, and there are other law firms coming from another cities. I'm based in Houston, and every single year I see new law firms coming from Dallas, from San Antonio, from Florida, and so on. So when you are in a better market with a better position, that will happen. So you can slow down, and if you find yourself saying, "I don't need it," that is the way. That is the moment when you have to put yourself even further, or hire someone, because you getting what is the word? I don't want to offend anyone. Let's say in the comfort zone. right? You get into the comfort zone, which is going to kill every single business. And that's why maybe you find yourself struggling. Like, oh, let me reduce expendings. Let me reduce this. Let me reduce advertising. It's the first thing that people cut. That businesses cut. The first source of new business, new money, the thing that they cut. But nobody teaches that in business, so that's what happened. But if you find yourself saying that, don't do it. The third lie that I hear, and the most popular, is it's a slow season. Somehow, and I understand, for example, August, people traveling a lot, in December, not everyone is spending their money in Christmas presents and so on. But that doesn't mean you can't make money. Mean that maybe your profit margins, they're going to be, you're going to sacrifice a little bit, your profit margin, but you can keep selling the same volume. See? And or you can create, layaway program, so you can, create combos or whatever you have to do. But it's not a slow season; it's a slow season in your mind. That we have to realize that it's a slow season in our minds. There's no such thing as a slow season. The fourth is when, let's say, we realize, right, like, man, I had to do more. I don't like to be struggling, to pay my employees. I've been in business 25 years and I'm not recognized enough. All this, this problem that comes to our minds is because we think small. See, I read a lot of books of selling, and one of the ones I like is Grant Cardone, and this guy said, we think it's really small, and the other thing is, when we think it's small, one example, that's the one, right? But the other example that I can give you is people is still thinking about areas. I was talking with a company. We have an expo, it's Expo Contratista, and I was doing cold calling, and this person said, well, that is in certain part of that in town, and I'm in the other side, so that's not where my clientele is. And I was like, you haven't realized that internet exists, that online shopping exists. I can buy your product in China if I want to. They think, or business think that it's like in the 1950s or something like that, where each town had one dentist, one welder, one of everything. Man, we are in a society where we are global now. See, and your customers, the millennials and the Gen Z, the ones coming, they're more global than you, and now they're multicultural or polycultural. So you're gonna disappear if you don't adapt your business to the global environment and global business field. So don't think too small. Think, wider. How I can sell my product, to more people, reducing the cost. Or how I can reduce the cost, operations, and blah blah, and so on, right? So that's the fourth lie that I find in business people, right? They think they're too small for those big things. You just need an e-commerce website to go global. You just have to, call the UPS so you can have an idea how much it's going to shipping cost or whatever, and adapt your product or your service to the online. So you have to do that. The fifth lie, and I love this one. Oh, this is how we've been doing it. This is how it works. They think somehow, business owners, we think that our way is the best way. Even if we had 20, 25 years in business, If you had more than 20 years in business and you keep doing the same thing, you have a problem because things change. 20 years ago, Facebook didn't bring any business to anyone. 20 years ago, Amazon was nothing. Everything changed. And if you keep doing business the same way that you've been doing it for 20, 25 years, man, you have you don't have a problem. You are dead. And even you're making money, you don't making the money they should be making. Okay? So if you find yourself telling to your staff or any media vendor or any any vendors that contact you because we all trying to push the economy, stop and maybe hire an advisor or hire at least part-time a manager so you can learn from other people. And this area is where I disagree with the thing that people say about millennials. In these cases, if you find yourself doing your business the same way you've been doing it for 10, 15, 20 years, hire a millennial. He's gonna teach you how to do it faster, grow it faster, and do it better, right? And provide a better customer service and all that stuff. Hire a millennial ASAP. For the ones that said, this is our way, this is how we do things, and we've been doing it for the past, whatever. So this is the sixth aspect, the lie that I see from business people. It's just enough. We have to do only enough so I can enjoy life. Okay? Doing only enough is a trap. It's gonna take you to the comfort zone as fast as it can, and you're gonna start facing the problems of globalization. And that's why businesses fail, like a Toys R Us, Sears, JCPenney, all those guys are struggling because they didn't enough to adapt to the new era. And if you're trying to do only enough, like if you're making 400K, 500K a year, you have a nice house, a nice car, your wife, is in the club all day, blah blah blah. It's a trap. You're gonna be struggling. Your business will fail and suffer from this comfort zone. The last, and I hope the video is recording, because it shows, I think it's recording. Last one, the battery is dying. Don't get advice from the wrong people, guys. I see a lot of businesses getting advice from. Check this out. You hire an assistant, and now you like the assistant. She's doing a great job, but you hire the assistant for a particular job, and now under the sun, it becomes your marketing director, your accountant, your everything. And then this person is giving you advice, and then your friends give you advice on how to run a business. No, man, travel more. No, that doesn't work. I do this. I see my boss doing this. Blah blah blah. They haven't built anything, and they tell you how to build your business. Get a mentor. Get a business person. Surround yourself from business people that can talk the same language and they see the same problem. Because and it's not, I know I don't want minimize the being an employee. Employees, you can get the best employee, and a lot of money, and people happy with it. But when you're in business, you have to make sure that the people in giving you advice have the same problems, like checking the overhead, checking the spending, checking the bills, paying the bills, losing accounts, losing business. All these problems that we face, because the advice that they're giving you, they is 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and they go to to their house without problems. You and I, we understand that we have to come back at the house just to plan the next day, and the problems stay here. So get advice from the right people, not your friends. And if you have friends that business owners, yes, do that, but not for people that they don't have built anything. Thank you so much for your time. Hope my content it helps you guys. If you guys find yourself lying yourself, and do it. Force yourself to do more. Force yourself to do the right thing for your business and for the love of your business. Do it. Thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing in my YouTube channel, and try to throw more content, more tips, and subscribe, like it. And if you have any questions, you guys can find me with the hashtag Hispanic Influencer. I will answer any question about marketing, advertising, or sales. See ya.